Hi, my name is Tangela Terrell. I have been an educator for 27 years. I've had the pleasure of teaching pre-K through eighth grade scholars. I've also had the pleasure of teaching in the state of Alabama, Georgia, and Maryland. I'm excited to have this opportunity to be a part of the Shields Learning family. What do I bring to the table? I bring those 27 years of experience. I have experience to understand the little ones and how they learn and the activities that can be done with them to make them excited about learning. I bring energy. I know how to make it fun. I know how to laugh. I know how to smile. I know how to engage and to have fun and turn that learning into lifelong learning. I am so excited. I currently am a fifth grade math teacher. I have taught all subject areas, of course, teaching first grade, second grade, and third grade before. I've taught all subject areas, but I've always either taught language arts, reading, or math. Um, I taught reading up through eighth grade, five through eighth, and I absolutely love that experience of teaching reading ELA. But now I am the math teacher and I love exploring math concepts with my students. I was that student that struggled with math. So, therefore, I bring to the table an understanding of misconceptions and how to get them to understand their misconceptions and change those into complete learning. So, let's get started with this lesson today. All right. So, I Today, boys and girls, today we are going to be learning about subtracting with regrouping of two-digit numbers. All right, let's go. What strategies can we use to subtract two-digit numbers? Okay, come on, someone come off mute and tell me what are some of the strategies we can use? Yes. And I know you said to borrow, and we're going to learn more about the word that we use so that we have the correct vocabulary for mathematics. It's called regrouping. And we're going to learn a lot about regrouping today. Thank you for that answer. All right, let's go. How much do you already know about subtraction with regrouping? Do you know a lot? Do you know a little? Or you don't know anything? I want you to click one of those buttons. Give you about 2, 3 seconds. In three, two, and one. All right. I see different answers here. I know a little, I know a lot, and we don't have anyone that don't know anything. That's a great thing. So we have a foundation to build on. Let's keep going. What's a two-digit number? A two-digit number has two digits, one in the ones place, one in the tens place. Examples of two-digit numbers: 34, 85, 92, and 41. Give me another one. 68, yes. 75, yes. 32, yes. Great job, yes. Base 10 blocks. How many of you seen base 10 blocks at your school? And sometimes we even have them at home. I know for my little ones, I've had base 10 blocks before. Okay. All right. Yes, these are base 10 blocks. And you see the tens and the ones place. And there we have represented in the tens place, we have five tens represented there. And in the ones place, we have two ones. What number does that represent? I know it's on the screen, but what does it represent? Yes, 52. Great job. It represents 52. All right, so let's represent the number 16 using base 10 blocks. So if you don't know a lot about using your screen, these are your tools at the bottom of the screen. Utilize them. You can use your crayon, your highlighter. If you mess up, you can erase it. You can use your text box, your shapes, and then you can even add an image, but we're not adding images today. I want to see you do it yourself using the tools at the bottom. Let's use our shapes. I'll show you how so that the next time you'll know exactly what to do. So with our shapes, we're going to use the rectangle or the square as we know it when it has four sides that are equal. It's a square, but it is in the rectangle family. All right, so this is a 10. You can just make it skinny and long. That's 110 because in the number 16, there's 110. And how many ones do you see? 6. Very good. So you can make your circle. Remember, we're using rods and circles to represent our ones and tens. So you can make a circle like that. You don't have to continue to remake. You can click on it and then you see this where it looks like two boxes, one is covering the other one. That's a duplicate box. So you can duplicate it one time, two times, three times, four times, five times. Okay. And let's make sure now we have six. One, two, three, four, five, and six. That's 6 ones. This is how you create the number 16 using base 10 blocks here on Nearpod. All right, let's take a look at our next screen. All right, what is regrouping? It means changing the composition of the tens so that you can have more ones in order for you to subtract. And then in bigger numbers, it keeps going. You continue to do the same thing. And we're going to show you how to do that in just a moment. Do you think you would need to regroup to solve 70 minus 14? Why or why not? Let's think about it. When we look at the number, you know that when you subtract it, your tens go over your tens, your ones go over your ones. So if we were looking at this number, we would see the 0 on top, and then below it is the 4. So usually the big number is up top. The whole number is the greatest number, and the bottom number is the small number. But sometimes when we're looking at numbers like this and we're going subtracting in our tens place, in our ones place or tens place for that matter. But here in our ones place, the 0 up top is less than the 4 down on the bottom. Therefore, we would need to regroup from the tens place. So if I regroup that from the tens place, what number would that 7 become? Yes, it would become a 6. Very good. Good job. Good job. Whoop, whoop. All right. So then that means that 0, now we have, instead of a 10, we break that rod apart into ones. And now we have 10 ones. And now we can take away the 4. What's left? Yes, 6. Good job. Good job. Whoop, whoop. So do the rest by yourself. I'm going to give you a second to try that on your own. All right, let's put your answer here. Good job. Yes, your answer is 56. Excellent job. All right, let's explain and elaborate. So, when we are doing subtractions, every two-digit subtraction problem includes the following elements: a tens place, a ones place, and the difference. What's the difference? Does it mean that one number is different than the other number? What does that mean? Very good. The difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Excellent work. Good job. Good job. Whoop, whoop. All right. Now let's move on to matching our vocabulary words to its definition. And we just talked about the word difference. What does difference match to? Tens? Well, we're matching from the top to the bottom. I'm sorry. The difference, is it a single unit, a bundle of 10 ones, or the answer to a subtraction problem? And we know that because we just went over it. What's the answer? Yes, difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Let's look at tens. What does tens match to? Good job. Tens matches to a bundle of 10 wands. Good. And then the wands, of course, is a single unit. Excellent. Fist bump screen pop. All right. Well done. All right. So let's go ahead and move to our next screen. Yes, I know we're skipping some, but we're trying to get to the good part. We want to make sure we get to the part of the lesson where we're able to show what we know. Show what we know. All right, so let's represent 71 using tens and ones blocks. Regroup 110 adds 10 ones. Subtract 14. Record the difference. All right, let's do it. You're going to do it on your screen. I'm going to do it on my screen. All right, so let's use those shapes. We're going to use that square. How many tens do we need? Yes, 7. Remember what I said. Do we have to continue to remake that 10? No, we can do what? Copy, copy, paste. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh. Let's see. Now we have 5. How many more do we need? Yes, 2. 1 and 2. All right. Now we have our 7 tens, and we need how many ones? We need 1. Need 1, 1. All right. Now we have to take away 14. So we have how many in the ones place? We have 4. But we can't take away 4 ones because we only have 1 1. What do we do? Yes, good job. So we're going to take this 10. I'm going to put an X on it, and I'm going to break it into how many? 10 ones. So now, instead of this 1, 10 plus 1 is 11. So now we're going to add 10 ones. Click on it and duplicate. I don't know how it got that big, but it did. All right, duplicate 1. And I like to spread them apart to make sure that we can see them. So we made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, so now we have our 10 wands plus the one that was already there for us, right? All right, now we have enough wands to take the 4 away. So now let's take away 4 wands. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. How many is left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we have 7 left. That's an ugly 7, I know. I'll try to do better the next time, right? All right, now we have 6 tens because we regrouped with the 7th. We have 6 tens and we're taking away how many? 1. Yes, very good. So we're going to take away that 1 10. And how many is left? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So our answer today is 57. So, what did you learn today? What did you learn today, Cooper? Yes, very good. You learned about regrouping. Yes. What did you learn today, Sarah? You learned how to use the tools on Nearpod. Guess what? Me too. Yes, very good. What did you learn, Lawrence? You learned how to break a 10 into 10 ones so that you can subtract the bottom number. Those are all great answers. I want to give you a shout out because you did so great today. I'm excited for you. Are you excited for you? If you are, give yourself a big fat hooray. Good job. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you tomorrow and learn more about subtracting with 2-digit numbers. All right. Have a good afternoon, y'all. Bye.